shot easy. Barber's shotgun, pistol grip action. Feed a motherfucker more pellets than Batman. Undercover trying to listen in like rap fans. Two-step till you get your proof, yep, tap dance. We don't discriminate, just eliminate. Relocate bodies where it's hard to assimilate. Water be coughing so you can get all the help you want as soon as you learn to speak dolphin.
This weekend that just passed, I took my daughter and my wife to probably the worst zoo experience. First of all, I don't even like zoos. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm more of an aquarium guy. I like underwater stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't like zoos is because of when I watch Animal Planet, like I watch National Geographic, and you watch those wild animals, it's the worst to see what they do on the TV and then to see them in the cage and they're not doing it. I know y'all probably like, come on, man. That's kind of far-fetched. Nah, I want to see a tiger jump on the back of an antelope and rip it apart. This is just me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it in hunting. I want to see it in hunting form. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see nature. I'm a fan of nature. I want to see nature. Or vice versa, because I don't want people to be like, oh my God, he wants to see tigers rip apart an antelope. You know, they're doing the things that tigers do. The antelope could headbutt the tiger back. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see a little offense, a little defense. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see that in zoos. You know, usually the animals are real playful. They just stare looking at you. You know what I'm saying? At least I like the animal behind the glass to look at me like a snack. Now, I do know there are cases where animals had got wild, but I mean, hey, this fixed the security system and to the people at the zoos that feel like, oh, it's okay, I'm going to jump over the gate. Just because the animal's looking soft don't mean, you know, it ain't from the streets. It's kind of like an OG. They used to put in work, right? And then he stopped for a while. He stopped the nonsense. You keep picking with an OG, he's gonna take your head off. And that's kind of like a tiger. Like a tiger is behind the cage and you jump in. It's like, oh, you think I done went soft. You think these stripes ain't here for a reason. A tiger's gonna rip your head off. And that's just it. So I'm just saying, in general, I just like to see nature do nature things. Now, with that being said, I already don't like zoos. I went to by far the worst zoo in the West Coast. I'm not gonna say the name of the zoo because, hey, you never know. That zoo might be like, hey, you wanna do a commercial? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the bread. I'm gonna get the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get that zoo money. They might want, hey, can you sponsor these zoo crackers? So I'm not gonna say the name of the zoo, but this zoo was in California. So I'm like, and you know, in California, people, y'all hearing this podcast, whoever's following me, support me in California, y'all can listen to this podcast. Y'all probably like, oh, I know what zoo that is. This zoo was by far the worst zoo I've ever encountered. All right. But I mean, when I'm talking about the animals weren't even being like, you know, hey, what's up? You know, these animals every animal was asleep. All right. First of all, I'm going to talk about the elephant situation, right? The elephants looked old as shit like this. And I knew the elephants were old. So I asked the person there, I said, hey, what's up with these elephants? They're like, oh, this elephant was born in 1969. Like, why the fuck is this elephant still working? Why is this elephant working? Yo, these elephants looked like they were like, yo, where are my walkers? These elephants were the worst. I couldn't even brag about these elephants to my daughter. Then, right, I went to the snake cage. They had a regular snake that you could buy at the Petco in it, like a regular ass snake. You know what I'm saying? Where a cobra snake got to be bobbing up and down. You know the one when it see you, it get mad and stand up. Like I want that. I want to see the cobra at the glass go. And the venom hit the window like, oh, I got the venom experience. This was by far the worst motherfucking zoo experience I've ever had in my life. It was so bad, I had to lie to my daughter and tell her we saw the wolf. We went to she loves wolves. We went to the wolf cage, right? There was no wolves in sight. So off the site, there was a woman walking a dog, a regular dog. I just told my daughter, that's a wolf. Cause I didn't want to hurt her feeling. I'm like, baby, that's the wolf. She's like, oh, wolf. The whole time she thought a jaguar was a cheetah. Did I correct her? No. You know why? Because the jaguar, first of all, there was no cheetahs in the zoo, and there was a jaguar, and the jaguar wasn't even doing jaguar shit. It was in the canopy, sleeping. Here's how I knew the zoo was full of shit. Because I'm an animal guy. I watch Animal Planet. Went to the lion cage, right? Saw three male lions together. 3 male lions with manes. Automatically, This is how I know these lions don't give a fuck about their job. If you know 3 male lions are not going to their alphas, it's always a male lion surrounded by a bunch of female lions. These 3 lions were laid up on a date. Okay? Laid up on a date. Never again. Worst zoo experience ever. The best thing about the zoo was the low price on the sodas. That's right. They had big old soda cans for $3.50. And I'm talking about big cans. That was the best experience the whole day. The best experience was buying the soda can and my daughter saying, I'm tired, I want to go home. Best experience at the zoo. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Curious Red Flag Podcast, episode 13. You see me with the Curious Red Flags hoodie on. I be out here shouting at everybody else's merch. I said, nah, it's time to let people see the Curious Red Flag Podcast merch. If you want a hoodie, hit me up in the comment section. Put red flags in the comment section. Or DM me on my Instagram at Nick_Carthan. Hey, say I want a Curious Red Flag hoodie, man. Let me know what y'all feeling. A lot of my red flaggers, that's what I'm calling y'all. Y'all watch my show, my red flaggers. This is what I want y'all to do. When y'all comment on the Curious Red, anytime y'all comment, right? Put a red flag, the comment, and then a red flag. When I'm on other people's shows, I want you guys to hashtag red flags. I want my red flags to show me you guys are here. We a team. Let's represent. I want to swing these red flags. Let's represent, man. Let's represent. That's all I'm saying. Represent a little bit. Curious Red Flag Podcast. Curious Red Flag hoodie. You see the sign on top of the head for the listeners? You know what I'm saying? There's a sign on top of my head that says Curious Red Flag. I got a Curious Red Flag hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here pushing myself now. We working, man. So this is episode 13. We're going to dig right in. First of all, I appreciate everyone that's been supporting all the Curious Red Flag episodes 1 through 12 on Facebook, on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube. I appreciate every one of you guys. I had a question that was in my DM. And I've been asked this question a lot. And meeting parents. Let's talk about meeting parents. Now, meeting parents is, people probably like, where's the red flag in meeting parents? Oh, there's some red flags in meeting parents. Meeting someone's parents could probably be the most some people are nervous, or some people are, it's just, you want to give a good first impression. I don't know if it's harder on the men to meet a woman's parents, but or cause I'm a man, so I'm speaking. I know a lot of women, they meet. It's not hard for women to impress the dads. It's always really the moms that they want to impress. But I think for the fellas, we gotta impress both the dad and the mom. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of people in movies, like the moms be for the dudes, but it don't be like that. Like both, depending what type of parents you get. Now, I'm speaking off of because I'm talking about my 18, because, I'm not talking about any 18 because, fuck, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast cursing. I put in the subscription that this is 18 and older. So if you're 18 years old and you're meeting your lady's parents, I want to let you know, red flag, fellas, 18 and older, between 18 and 25. The best thing you have to understand is when you're going to meet the parents, you have to understand that the father, don't bullshit the bullshitter. Okay? Father, because a father has been where you've been at. You understand what I'm saying? So when you just be yourself. You're the best bet, because a lot of the biggest misconception about meeting for dudes is like to live a lie. Red flag. Never live a lie. Be yourself. Give you a great example. I remember when I was like 23 years old, my best friend, one of my friends at the time, he liked this girl, and he got invited for the first time to his girlfriend's barbecue that had a pool. It was a pool party. And he had a bunch of tattoos at the time. He had a bunch of tattoos all over his arm. It is 95 degrees in New York. Humidity. I want you, if you ever been in New York, the humidity it makes you feel like you have to take several showers, right? She calls him and says, I want you to come. Please wear a long sleeve shirt. I was like, because her father was a pastor. So she was like, so I said to him, I said, are you going to wear this long sleeve shirt? He's like, yeah, man, I really like it. I was like, why? Why are you going to wear this long sleeve shirt? He was like, man, because, she's a pastor and his dad's against tattoos. Then I said, then she's not the one for you. Red flag. Why in the hell are you going to wear a long sleeve shirt to a pool party where a father does not like tattoos? So what does he do? He's in the water with a long sleeve shirt. Here's what happened. Here's exactly what happened, right? Which made it worse. The father is now, everybody at this birthday party is laughing at him like he's a weirdo. I'm in the water. I'm doing backflips. I'm doing cannonballs. I'm swimming. I'm looking at him like, it ain't hot. He over there like, no, I'm cool. Man, he is sweating at a pool party. Okay? Sweating at a pool party. So the dad goes, hey, young man, come on, take that shirt. He's like, no, I'm good with it. Take that, man, come on, young man, take that shirt off, brother. I know you. Man, don't let the devil, because he's a pastor, don't let the devil burn you up. He takes the shirt off, sees all the tattoos. The father loses it. He's like, you have tattoos? He's yelling. He takes the daughter aside. Father comes outside. The wife comes outside. Hey, you may have to leave. She tells him to leave. I'm still in the pool. He like, you're not going to leave? I'm like, listen, I had tattoos. But the father wasn't mad at me because I wasn't dating his daughter. So, okay, I'm swimming. He like, yo, come on, man. I'm like, yo, let me get 3 more laps in because it is hot. We leave. Here's the moral of the story. Had he said, yo, I'm not going if your dad don't like tattoos, listen, at the end of the day, I have tattoos. So we could have saved him getting laughed at. We could have saved the day dad being mad. And he could and that'd have been it. Move on. There's other chicks out there. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. Be yourself. Be yourself around parents. You want to know why? Because these parents that you going to impress were knuckleheads just like you when they were young. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, as a father, as a mother, especially with a father's job realistically is to put up this type of, hey, don't you mess with my daughter type of stance. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, they can't keep it up that long. You know, but it's just about being real. Like, listen, I had fathers that met me that knew I wasn't going to be around long. Why did they know? Because they knew what I wanted. And those dads were cool. Because those dads were basically like, they would tell me, I'm like, hey, whatever you do, all I care about is you don't put your hands on my daughter. And that is here's the thing. Fathers out there. I'm a father. I have a 6-year-old. And one thing I have to understand is boys are going to play. Boys are going to play. You can protect your child as much as possible. When you put them out there, they're going to live and they're going to learn. You know what I'm saying? One thing as a dad, you can't run to your child like, don't fuck with that guy. All he wants to do is fuck. Because their daughter is going to do exactly what she wants to do. All you can do is raise your child the best you can and hope to God all the tools worked out. And that's really about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but red flag to the parents that be like, oh, hey, you don't want to mess with him. You're never going to be like, don't, it doesn't work. I'll give you an example. My mother and my dad, best parents in the world, gave me everything I wanted. Went to some of the best Catholic schools, best public schools. I graduated and did everything opposite that they taught me. I went and just was out there. I was in the streets. I was out in the streets. I was beating people up. I was taking shit. I was getting in trouble. I smoked some marijuana. You know what I'm saying? You know, had me a plethora of hoes. You know, I wasn't raised that way, but it happened. It's gonna happen. So, you know, I just the best thing to do with meeting parents is just being yourself. I've encountered a couple of fathers that were actually cool with me. I walked in and you know, my best thing when I was younger, telling parents what do you want to be, I just always would be like, I'm going to figure it out. Because it's like, whether you tell a parent, oh, I'm going to be there, like, you don't know what you're going to be at between 19, 20, 21. I mean, you have an idea, 23, 24, but you know, because at the end of the day, here's something that you have to understand and that parents do. And this is a red flag. Red flag to people meeting parents. You have to walk in with the demeanor that I'm meeting you, I will protect, I will respect, but at the end of the day, I'm dating this person so we can go ahead and live our life. Parents, red flag. Whether boy or girl, when you raise them, they're gonna live their life. They're gonna move into their house, they're gonna have kids, and most parents want their kids to, but there are some parents that are highly still involved in their child's relationship. And those kids, those people whose parents are highly involved in their child's relationship end up in divorces. It's statistically done. Like, because what happens is, great example, you're a dude dating a girl and her mother and dad is involved in all the decision making, right? Everything that they do, your girl or your wife is calling mommy and daddy about everything. Who's the king of the goddamn house? Talk to your man. This ain't mommy and dad. They can't. And what happens is, red flag, you let your parents involved in everything. It's going to cause stress on the relationship. Same thing with the fellas. Stop letting your mama, boy. Stop letting your mom. Listen, you're not fucking your mama, okay? You're fucking your lady. You cannot let your mom control you, because you're causing. Understand, women don't naturally get along. You know, when you see mothers and daughter-in-laws getting along, it's for short periods of time. But when you, like, all the time, especially when you have a woman that's like, this is my man, this is my dick. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have a mama like, I used to watch that goddamn dick. It's going to cause an issue. Same thing with the dads. Daddies, leave your daughter alone. All right? Leave her alone. Dads have to live with the fact that their daughters is getting long dick style. And that's just the bottom line. Red flags to the dads that think that their daughters ain't about to get gutted. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, especially your daughter look beautiful. You gotta know your daughter gonna get gutted. The best thing you can do is pray that this man is going to take care of your daughter. Now, I'm not saying if your daughter don't bring home like off the bat, he looked like he done murdered 9 people. You have every right as a father to be like, look, get him, like, you have every right as a father, like, yo, I'm about to blow this, like, get him out of here. Get him out. You love him, you know what? I won't be there. You know, you have every right to do that. I understand. Because listen, there are some children that bring home questionable shit where as a parent you'd be like, wow, what is going on here? I brought home questionable females for years. I brought home people that my mom and dad were like, one time my dad said, I didn't raise you like this. And I didn't care because that pussy was good. But I had to live and learn. I had to live and learn that, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? You're going to live and learn. That's what this podcast is about. This podcast is talking about red flag. How many of us have learned Hard head. We have hard heads. You're going to learn. That's the dope part about living and learning. But when you're a parent that meddles, your child would never learn. You can't keep saving them. You got to let them learn. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you see that your daughter's bringing home someone that's clearly going to have a plethora of chicks, it's not going to work by you telling your daughter, like, he got a plethora of chicks. The best thing you could do is, like, baby girl, be safe. Be safe. Because kids don't listen. Nothing motivates a child or motivates anyone is you telling them not to do something. Understand. Whatever you tell someone, child, not to do, 9 out of 10 they're going to do. Red flag. Don't tell them not to do shit when they're older. You got to understand. So we're going to go back. I said meeting the parents. Meeting parents, man, like I said, it's always about being yourself. Now, when you meet someone's parents, you know, and you really like someone, you want to go there. You want to go there. Don't do the extra. Like, don't sambo. You know what I'm saying? Just go. Don't like talk when spoken to. You will find your pockets. You will find your pockets. Like I give you an example. My wife's her father loves boxing. Just to sitting and listening, and I heard him talk about boxing, we immediately connected on boxing. First of all, every girl's father I ever met loved me. I'm a likable guy. I'm a likable. I know how to I know how to get around. I'm the life of the party. Anybody tell you, I'm life of the party. I know I'm likable. You know, I come to the door. I'm respectful. Hey, sir, how you doing, ma'am? I do that. How you doing? I speak. I talk. But one thing I never let parents do is belittle me, because at the end I'm a grown ass man. You know, you're not going to make me look stupid. Let me tell you, when you meet someone's parent, don't think because you like someone, you're just going to let them walk all over you. Because what happens is, that's what happens. All right? Usually what happens is when people meet parents, they want to impress so much, they let the parents walk all over them. And then now you're their slave. They ask you to, they ask you to pick them up everywhere. They ask you, and then your wife would be like, babe, where you at? Oh, you know, I'm having a real girlfriend. I'm like, hold on, what? You doing what? Like, you gotta set a boundary. Be respectful, but like, make yourself look busy. If you're not busy, make yourself look busy. Stand up for yourself. Don't just sit there. Don't be at the table like, oh, you eating food, and they like, yeah, my garage is broken, you know, and you just sitting there offering, I fix garages. I don't have no, I don't care. I'll help you fix the garage for 5 months. No, hey man, I got a number for someone. I'm gonna check on that for you. I think I got somebody that can fix that garage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make yourself look busy, sir, man. I appreciate you guys, you know, for letting, your daughter is great. I promise to protect her, and that's it. That's it. You don't got to tell them about your business. You don't got to tell them where you're going out tonight. Well, sir, I don't think you want to know that. But we're going to have a good time. And that's it. That's it. Now, I know I spent time on the dude because I'm a guy, but ladies, same thing. Now, I know a lot of times, moms usually don't like, moms don't like boyfriends, their sons like girlfriends, that dusty ass girl. You bring that dusty ass little girl to my, I don't like her. She been everywhere, right? So what daughters have to do realistically is you have to stay. I think it's harder with women when you're meeting like your boyfriend. It's like you really have to stand up for yourself. You cannot let your man's mom make you feel like you're hers. Like, you have to let her know, like, this is my man now. He's good. No, you don't need to know the banking information. We will be having an account together. Now, most moms will feel like, she's still at my baby. But yes, she is. And you know why? Because she has some good ass. All right? Without saying the words. But daughters, you have to, like, ladies, you gotta be strict. You gotta stand, because the dads be like, most dads would do is be like, especially if you like, oh damn, all right, I see what you're doing, son. All right, I had a couple of those in my time. Whoa, honey, I'm just talking about, But that's what I'm saying. But moms be the ones that you gotta. Mothers only respect. No, let me not even say that, because most moms don't even like daughters that come in with strong backbones. Some of them don't. Some of them, because most moms are, like, especially if they're like the mama boys, they're very territorial. You know what I'm saying? But that's the sign of a good woman that'll be like, look, this is my man. All right, I'm about to go home. We about to live our life. The royal penis will be cleaned in my hand. You don't have to, Miss Johnson. All right, I'll be taking care of this for now on. And I brought this subject up is because, like I said, I had a friend of mine that was like, man, they was nervous to be the parents. And I'm like, and I thought this would be a good ass topic, because a lot of times I always felt like people put so extra on meeting people's parents. And I understand why, but I'm like, man, like, what about, being yourself? Just be yourself. Like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is, like, especially if you have a dream, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sit there, like, I mean, you can't be, first of all, if you're 45 years old and you're meeting your girlfriend's parents and you want to be a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a bad 45 years old trying to be a rapper. I mean, that's a bad choice. But to each his own. But if you're 45-year-old trying to be a rapper and you tell the parent, what can they say? You a grown-ass 45-year-old man? Hey, man, I want to rap. And if they got a problem, you spit as hot 16. Hey, sir, you better understand, I'm about to run through you like a blur. Got cash flow, throw it on all these hoes. Yeah, I said hoe in your house, you better know. Now, that probably was a weak bar, but that's what I'm saying. You want to rap. You a grown-ass 45-year-old man, what can they tell you? I'm letting you know right now. When you, first of all, 25 and older, right? I mean, I say 25 and older because 19, 20, between 18 and 24, like, you still a stupid shit. But 25 and older, you a grown-ass woman and man. Now, you had the right to be like, hey, hold on, I got my own parents. All right? I got my own parents. I don't need you meddling in my shit, sir. All right? You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. You don't have to like me. This is what the parents have to understand. You don't have to like who your kids are dating. Your kids are still going to date them. So listen to the parents. Your best thing to do is be accepting and just be there when they need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't working out, be that shoulder. But don't be meddling like every 2 seconds. Because the more you meddle, the more fucking these two are going to do when they go home. All you doing is just prepping the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just be there if they need you. If they, if you feel like the man or woman is not good for your child, I'm just, red flag. Throwing subliminal shots. Red flag. Telling them what to do. Red flag. Meddling. It's only going to make them love. How many times have you told your kid not to mess with someone? They're like, I'm listening. I promise you, this time I'm going to leave him alone. I'm going to leave him alone. And then you don't hear from your kids no more. You know why you don't hear? You'll hear your kid for like 4 or 5 weeks? Because they are getting their brains eaten out. They in love. And you're not going to be able to stop love. It's a learn with. Everyone's been there. You know how many people I was told not to mess with? And I was like, you know what? You don't know what you're talking about, Mom and Dad. You guys, your time is up. And those years, those days of running around in leotards and high heel pumps and 8-ball jackets is gone. I'm a fly motherfucker, and I know what I'm doing. And then, boom, out of nowhere, you be like, I should have listened. Many times it's happened to me. It's going to happen. We're going to learn. Hard-headed, but we're going to learn. We will prevail. Now, I hope you guys are out there voting. I'm not going to waste my time and tell you who to vote for, because at the end of the day, no one's going to listen. You vote for who you want to vote for. Go there and you vote. Vote. Make sure, but whatever it is, make sure whatever vote you do, you are ready for what's to come. And live in your vote. Be strong. Vote for who you need to vote for. You guys, go out there, go and vote. Be safe. Wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, like, people are partying outside. Like, if COVID was a person, I would be like, y'all some rude motherfucker. Like, I'm out here killing people. And y'all just out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, because one of the worst things, I just talked about this on my man Marshall. Me and Marshall got a show called Full Disclosure. And I was just talking about this today. I was like, one of the stupidest rules I see is outdoor dining. And people, like, they're like, oh, well, when you eat your food, you pull the mask down. Like, I'm like, did I miss something? Like, when people pull their mask down to eat, it's COVID like, oh, all right, well, hold on. I was going to get him sick, but he is eating and I'm following the rules. So go ahead and eat. And then COVID is just sitting there like, as soon as he finishes his meal, I'm going to go up his nose. All right, he finishes his meal. He put his mask up already. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know how COVID is working, but be safe. Be clear. When y'all listen to this podcast, leave comments. Leave the comments with red flags. Curious Red Flags podcast hoodie. Let me know what you think. And if you want one, leave a message or go to my Instagram and jump into DM. Episode 13, y'all. Peace.
They know